Hello everyone, how is everyone doing? It is MessYourself here. Today we are reacting to hilarious test answers from kids. Oh my god. So I actually made this video idea 2 times already, and clearly I'm running out of ideas, recycling content, alright? But you guys don't mind, do you? Don't stop watching my videos, please. Fill in the solutions, directions, read each of the 2 problems, and come up with a solution for each one. For example, a problem, you fell on the playground and you scratched your knee. The solution?
You get up and you deal with it.
Yes, you do, little kid. You get up when you fall down, when you hurt your bloody knee. No one gives a shit about you, crybaby. Okay, get the hell up and be a man. Oh yeah. Where was the American Declaration of Independence signed? At the bottom. Obviously, when you sign something, you do it at the bottom. They were asking where, as in the location, but come on now. He's technically not wrong, right? I hate myself.
Number 3, if I am late for class, I will
burst into class and comment on Mr. Thomas's mustache. Mr. Thomas will blush and say thank you. All right. Man, who really wants to see Mr. Thomas's mustache now? It must be pretty impressive, I'm not gonna lie. How many days are there in a week?
7.
Well, how many months are there in a year?
12.
Is this number even or odd? 68.
Even.
Well, how do you know?
Because I'm smart.
What do you mean, how do you know? I hate these dumb questions saying explain your thinking. A number's either odd or even. How would I supposed to tell you that I know that? All right, you either don't know or you know. The teacher wrote because the number in the ones place is even. Wow, okay, that's what they were looking for.
2 plus 2 is 4. I can do math.
Math? Hilarious, guys. He meant math, but you don't spell math to meth, because meth is a drug that we should all try once in our lives. I'm joking. Jesus, calm down. Name 6 animals which live specifically in the Arctic.
2 polar bears and 4 seals.
Well, technically the question didn't say separate animals, all right, or different animals, okay? So technically the kid's right. The first cells were probably lonely. Oh, now I'm imagining a little cell being all alone and no other cells to bloody be friends with. No wonder why they duplicate cells, all right, because they need some friends, okay? What is the highest frequency noise that a human can register?
Mariah Carey?
I am Buzz Lightyear. I come in pies. He meant to write I come in peace, not I come in pies. All right, maybe I should try in a pie. Might be good. Look at this kid over here. Would you want to swim with the boy in this water? Circle yes or no.
No, because there's trash in the water and he's chubby.
Oh, that's not very nice. Why would you write that? Man, all right, he doesn't want to play with this kid just because he's fat. That's so mean, guys, all right? Why is everyone so mean, all right? Guys, I just like food too much, all right? Why do they keep calling me fat all the time?
My wish is to have 2 quarters and $3.
Oh, what is this kid gonna buy for 2 quarters and $3? Man, that's so adorable, all right? Guys, if you had a wish, what would your wish be? All right, everyone leave a comment right now letting me know, okay? Because I would wish for at least 3 quarters, all right? You know what I'm saying? Name this plane figure. Why not Trapezoidberg? A proton approaches a long line of positive charge so that with its initial trajectory, it would intersect the line. The line has a uniform charge density of 5 nanometers. If the portion... All right, here's the problem, okay? Use the calculus to find the identity of Batman. Oh, look at this Batman I drew. I drew Batman. Yeah, this kid completely gave up on this question. What the even is this question? If the proton starts off with a velocity of 300 kilometers. I remember doing this in school, guys, all right? And I was thinking every single time, why the do I need to know this? All right. But then I realized, okay, these questions are just to prove that you are smart and you can learn something. Okay. Not the fact that it is important, but more the fact that you can learn and remember things, I guess. I don't know, guys. All right. I never got it.
If you were setting up an aquarium for your little brother or sister in an effort to interest him or her in sea life, would you choose barnacles or seahorses?
Seahorses.
Well, why would you make this choice?
Seriously? You want me to choose between a seahorse, a very exotic, beautiful sea animal, or a barnacle, a creature that just sits around and does nothing? You've got to be kidding me. What kind of an idiot would be like, oh, let's make a super fun aquarium and fill it with barnacles?
Jeez, all right. A bit of a long answer to write, but it's true. Okay, yeah, of course you're gonna pick a seahorse over a stupid barnacle. What the shit even is a barnacle? Jeez, these are barnacles. All right, the only time I ever heard barnacle was in SpongeBob. But yeah, what the hell am I looking at?
Dear Tooth Fairy, my tooth went down the drain. It was an accident. Will you take this eyelash instead?
Aww, stupid kid doesn't even realize it's his dumb parents, waiting for you to fall asleep to put something dumb in your pillow. Yeah, one time my mom was like, I ain't got no bloody money for you, you dumbass kid, okay? Alright, the tooth fairy is real, stop believing in fairies. But mom, the tooth fairy is real, I swear.
Short sentences. I like bacon, you like bacon, we like bacon. Compound sentences. I like bacon very much, so I eat bacon. You like bacon a lot, so you eat bacon. We like bacon so much, so we eat bacon. Subject first. Bacon is amazing. Bacon is very crispy. Bacon is very steamy. Adjectives first. Crispy bacon in my mouth. Amazing bacon in my mouth. Tasty bacon on a plate.
Wow, bacon is amazing. But you know what's better than bacon, alright? Looking at this poor pig but just before it dies, alright? Aw, look at these cute little things. Oh, I can't wait to kill them and eat them for their flesh. Yeah, look at them. They're so cute. I can't wait for them to die.
If someone in the audience cannot hear you, you probably need to increase your volume. Well, if the speaker never changes his rate or pitch, he might be speaking in a monotone. Well, if someone suggests that you are slurring your words, you need to work on your, my alcoholism, okay? I'm sorry, alright.
Dude, that is like so funny, because when you're like drunk, like you just slur your words and you can't even speak.
Mrs. Clifton, Ronnie can bring his PSP to class all the time he wants to. He has my permission. I am his mum, and what I say goes. By Ronnie's mum.
This kid tried to give in a note, pretending to be his mum. Come on, kid. All right, you can play a PSP when you get home. All right, man. All right. Did any of you guys have a PSP? All right, that was the best. All right, I loved my PSP.
In which battle did Napoleon die?
His last one?
Well, where was the Declaration of the Independence signed?
At the bottom of the page.
Okay, but the River Ravi flows in which state?
A liquid state?
Well, what is the main reason for divorce?
Marriage?
Well, what is the main reason for exams?
Failure?
Well, what can you never eat for breakfast?
Lunch and dinner?
Oh my god. Well, what looks like half an apple?
The other half.
Well, if you threw a red stone into a blue sea, what will it become?
Simply a whetstone, right?
Well, how can a man go 8 days without sleeping?
Easy, he just sleeps at night.
Well, how can you lift an elephant with one hand?
Well, you can never lift an elephant that has one hand.
Well, if you had 3 apples and 4 oranges in one hand, and 3 oranges and 4 apples in the other hand, what would you have?
Very large hands?
Well, if it took 8 men 10 hours to build a brick wall, how long would it take 4 men to build it?
Well, no time at all, actually, because the man already built the wall.
And this teacher just gave up at the end and just gave him an A for creativity. Yeah, you have to give him an A for creativity. Jeez, but what the hell even is this test? What are these random ass questions?
Dear Santa, Santa, if you bring presents with batteries, bring batteries, okay?
Yeah, it's true. All right. The worst thing is when you're so excited to play with your toy. All right. And then you realize you don't have any batteries. Okay. And then it's like, oh, what's the point? All right. Come on, Santa. All right. Just bring down batteries for once.
Imagine that you lived at the same time as Abraham Lincoln. What would you say to him or ask him?
Oh, tell him not to go to a play ever.
Hilarious, guys. All right. Because Abraham Lincoln got shot in the back of the head while watching a... All right, guys. That was your daily dose of Mesh Yourself. If you want more, go watch another video or something. All right. Shout out to MessYourself.com. If you want to get the plushie. Also, shout out to the 154 of you who have pre-ordered the book. We're up to 28% now. All right, we're, more than a quarter of the way there. So, guys, all right, if any of you guys have $10, I'd really appreciate it. Okay, and yeah, can't wait to make this book and show you guys. It'll be pretty cool. Either way, though, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon in the next video. See you later, guys. Bye.